It's not a foul. I'm not asking you. I'm asking you. Shut up. Stop you as well. Tell them respect. Okay.
And just picking off the back of the Liverpool game, a lot was made of the touchline row between you and Jurgen Klopp. I just wondered whether you regret what happened there, or do you think you acted accordingly?
To be honest, I think it was I've seen the video and I was obviously there. I think in terms of the language I use, I do regret that, because I think these things get replayed a lot on social media, and I'm aware of I've got 2 young daughters who are on social media, so I regret that. In terms of regretting having passion to defend my team, no, I could have maybe handled it slightly differently to keep that language in. But what I felt was, and I want to be clear about this actually, that some of the reports were that I was upset with the celebrating of the Liverpool team. Far from it. I think Liverpool should celebrate as much as they want with the season they've had. They can celebrate like they did after the game, like they can celebrate every goal they score, like they celebrated when they won the league a month ago, and like they're talking about they'll celebrate one more time with their fans. I would have had a beer with Jurgen Klopp after the game and toasted what a performance they've done this year. But there were things on the line I didn't like from their bench, not Jurgen Klopp, people behind the bench, which I felt crossed the line. And that's what got me agitated. But it's done. It's done. Emotions run high amongst most managers and players and fans in this game. As I say, I regret the language and move on.
Quite a bit made of Frank Lampard's use of the word arrogant in his little touchline row on Wednesday. I'm just wondering, do you think that winners are automatically perceived as arrogant because of that success?
Look, you cannot hit me with something like that, and my bench not with something, because we are not arrogant. So Frank was obviously in a really competitive mood. I respect that a lot, and I know you can pretty much, from my point of view, say in a situation like this what you want. For me, it's after the game, it's completely over. I said a lot in the past, and because it's pure emotion, we are really involved. He came here to win the game or to get a point, to make Champions League qualification happen finally. And so I respect that a lot. But what he has to learn is to finish it with the last whistle, with the final whistle, and he didn't do that. Speaking afterwards about it like this and stuff like this, that's not okay. And that Frank has to learn. He has a lot of time to learn. He's a young coach, but that he has what he has to learn. Because we always said, during the game, the words he used, no problem at all, but final whistle, and as a real sports player, because all the things he said, but you cannot, how I said, we are not arrogant. We are pretty much the opposite of, but in a moment like this, how it is in all arguments, if you say something, you want to hurt the other person. That's how it is in arguments. Huh? So, but no problem with that. But final whistle, finish the book or close the book in this moment. And he didn't do that, and that is what I don't like, honestly.
Was there a moment in your career when you... By
the way, the only reason why I speak now about it, otherwise, from my point, would be absolutely no word about it, but because he spoke afterwards, I think it makes sense to explain what I mean.
I just have sorry, I have to interrupt you, but was there a moment early in your career when you had that moment where you realised you had to leave it at the final whistle and not say anything afterwards?
I don't remember it, but probably yes. I really don't know it anymore. But how I said, I respect all the other coaches. And when you have a little look at yourself and you know how outraged you can be in different situations, because we all have our subjective view, personal view on the situation: foul, no foul, handball, no handball, stuff like this, and it can you feel that's not fair or whatever, and you cannot then wait until after the game and say, oh my God, it was not that nice today or whatever. That happens. But probably I had it, but I don't remember it. But during the game, for sure. After the game, I don't remember.